Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, please, we can see.
Okay. Okay, so um, one of the popular databases that we use for data downloading is the Word Development Indicators. So those who are into um, economics, business, energy, environmental studies, and all, even health sector and others, you can use the World Development Indicators database. So you can search, if you are close to your laptop, you can follow me whilst I'm doing it. Then you can also explore it. The World Development Indicator database. Or you can just type WDI and it will open. Okay, so this is a World Development Indicators. World Development Indicators. It is a database for the World Bank, and it is the most popular database that we use for research. So one this thing we will talk about it in our subsequent lecture. One way you can write a paper, you can get access to a data and develop the concept from the data, or you can get the concept and use the concept to look for your data. But mostly the difficult thing is if you get the concept and you are looking for data for your concept, it becomes a bit challenging or difficult. So mostly you can look for data, a new release data or some data available somewhere, and then since you have the data, you try to develop a concept from the data. It's a bit challenging to look for a data for your concept. But if you have the data and you are developing a concept from the data, it becomes a bit easier for you. So you can access the database, download data that you think you need or you want to use to write your study. Then you sit down and develop a concept from the data or a research topic from the data. So this is a World Bank Group or the WDI, which is World Development Indicator Database. It's for all countries. You can have all countries here. But as we know, the developing countries like Ghana, Togo, Benin, and those countries, mostly there are missing values in those data, but you can still have the data complete for some of the variables. So when you open it, it has different databases. We have the education statistics, doing business, millennium development goals, joint eternal. It has different indicators. It has different. Please hope you can see my screen.
Yes, please.
Okay. And my network keeps messing up. That's why I've been asking. So word development indicators. That's the basic one that we use, or normally we use the WDI, which is the first database, or you can choose any of it. If you are if you want is data related to gender, you can select the gender statistics. If you want data related to jobs, African development indicators, popular estimates, depending on the kind of data you want, you can choose any of the databases. And the countries too, you can select the countries that you need. So you see we have Afghanistan, Algeria, all the countries are available here, including China, Ghana, South Korea. Every data is here for all countries. So you can select multiple countries, or you can say if you are downloading a time series data for just one country, you can just select one country. If you are downloading panel data, as we did last week, if you are downloading panel data, you can select two. 3 or all the countries. You can download for all African countries, Sub-Saharan Africa, Asia, Europe, North America. So you can do that. So if you are downloading data, after selecting the countries that you need, let's say I want to download for Ghana, and then maybe China, then I will select. So now I've selected my countries. I will come to the series, then look for the indicators that I need. So it has millions of variables here. So you have access to clean fuels, a lot of variables here. So maybe I need GDP. You can search it in the open box there. We have a lot of measures or indicators for GDP depending on what you want. We have the GDP at constant, GDP LCU is local currency unit. So if it's Ghana, that means it's Ghana cedis, so local currency. We have the United States equivalent or the current United States, GDP deflator, GDP growth. Maybe I need GDP per capita. But note that sometimes it's better if you need a one indicator, you can download multiple indicators or multiple measures for the same indicator. So I can download, if I need GDP per capita, I can download all the 4. Then I'll go and clean it and see which one have more missing values. Then I will drop the one with more missing values, or I can run the analysis and see which one gives me a reliable result. Then I maintain it. But if you need only 1, 2, you can do that. So maybe I selected my GDP. I can select inflation. Inflation we have consumer price, GDP deflator, and the GDP deflator linked series. So maybe I need consumer prices. Then I'll select, maybe I need what again? Maybe I need exchange rate. I can search. We have the official exchange rate, price level ratio, real effective exchange rate. So I will select, let's say that's all the indicators I need. I've selected my indicators. Then time, you select the years that you need. So you can choose 20 years, you can choose 25 years, or you can select them manually. You can select all the years that you need, or you can just click here and it will select for you. Okay, so now I've selected the countries, I've selected the series, I've selected the time. Then you apply changes. Okay. So I'm going through again. So countries, I selected China, and then series. Let's say I select exchange rate, and then this real effective exchange rate. I select 10 years data. Okay, so you see the data is here. Last time we showed how to structure a data. Mostly for data analysis, this is very important for exporting. Some people just export it in this form, and it will involve a lot of manual transformation. You can do some of the transformation in WDR before you export it. So when you have your data in this form, you can just come to the layout and change this one. The time should be row, and then the series should rather be column. Take note of this, it will help you, so that it will automatically change the data in the time series or the panel format for you. Or you use a row for the time, and then the series for the column. you see that it has automatically transformed the data, brought the names at the top. Before you export this one, don't export the first one. If you do that, you have to do manual transformation in Excel. But if you do it this way, it will automatically transform the data into. So when you get this one, you can just use the download option here. You can export it in Excel or CSV file. So let me download it in Excel. Please, if you have any question, you can unmute and ask once we are moving forward. So I'm waiting for it to download. So any question on WDI before I move forward? Okay. The downloading is taking a lot of time, but we will move forward. If it's finished downloading, then we'll come back. I think it's my network. Okay, so I think it has finished downloading. I don't know if you can see it. Please, can you see the Excel sheet? I've opened an Excel sheet. Please, can you see it?
No, please.
From my end, I can't see it too.
Oh, I think I shared only the. Okay, let me see. Please, can you see it now?
We can see it now.
So this is the data I downloaded for China, which was 2015 to 20. This is just a short time series data. So it's from 2015 to 2024, which was 10 years. Yes. And I downloaded for two indicators. I downloaded for two indicators, which is real effective exchange rate, and then for US local currency period, and also 2010 rate index. So I downloaded for two. So this is the data I downloaded. The details are here. So when you export it, this is the format that you need it. If you don't transform it, it will be at the other way around. So always make sure you transform it before you download it. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's try different database. Another popular one that we use is the same Word Bank also have an open data source. So we have the Word Bank open data. Please, you can note them down. I'm not using slides today, so you can note the databases down. So first one was the Word Development Indicator. The second one is the Word Bank Open Data. This is an open database for all fields. No matter your area, you can get a data here. It contains surveys and also country level data. So we can see data and resources here at the top. Data and resources at the top. You can open it. Okay. So this database is very comprehensive, very comprehensive. You can publish a lot of studies from this. So this one, it has a survey data and then a country level data. And they have themes here that you can say. So if you want to write a study on digital space or digitalization, infrastructure, capacities, individuals or people, prosperity, and a lot. If you also have an idea of what you want to do, you can set it. So let's say I want to write a paper on artificial intelligence. You can search it here and see if you can get an indicator or a data on it. Okay, so you can see that I search for artificial intelligence. I have OECD artificial intelligence. I have artificial intelligence preparedness index, Epoch AI number. These are all databases. So you can download. Maybe I want to. This means they have created an index for AI preparedness. How countries are prepared for AI adoption. They have an index for it, and that's it. Says AI preparedness index assess the level of AI preparedness across 174 countries based on a rich set of macro structural indicators that cover the country's digital infrastructure. So right now, I've even gotten a concept in my head from just seeing this data. That's how research is written. If you see a data, the data itself can give you an idea or a concept to write on. So now I've seen artificial intelligence preparedness index. So how countries are prepared for AI adoption. Immediately, something should come to your mind. Now I think I want to write a study on the AI preparedness and maybe what again? I can link AI preparedness to something. AI preparedness and economic growth. No, that's not robust enough. So you can think of something. Please, someone should give me an idea. If you have AI preparedness, a country preparedness for AI adoption, what do you think you can analyze together? What relationship with a certain variable can you create? Someone should give me an idea. We can write a paper now, and it can be your own concept too. Let's say you have this data for all countries or for Ghana. You have artificial intelligence preparedness. What can you link or what can you connect? What do you think you can check the relationship between AI preparedness with? You can unmute and give us an idea.
Can I say something?
Yes, please, you can.
Okay, so with the AI preparedness,
please, who is
as
talking?
a country,
I can't see the person, or I don't know the person.
I have unmute myself.
Oh, okay. KB.
Okay. Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So please, as a country, you can use it to boost your businesses, because right now AI is taking over the whole entire business. So you can link into boosting businesses as a country.
Like firm performance or what?
Yes, please.
Okay, so KB is also saying we can try to check the AI preparedness with companies' performance or firm performances of a certain country. So you can get a firm level data or a country level data to measure companies or institutional performance with AI preparedness. Yes, that's also a good concept. Please, what again? Another person. You can go and write it.
Should I? Yes. So should I make a proposal so that I send it to take a look at it?
You can see me backstage. Douglas, what do you think? If you have this data, and right now we have the data, it's there. You can just go and download it. The data is there. Let me download it and see. So Douglas, what do you think you can connect with AI preparedness? Let's say you have AI preparedness for Ghana. What do you think you can do, or what relationship? Yes, I've downloaded it. I just open it. Let me share it to you for you to see. And this is how the paper is written. There's no magic anywhere. If you see a data like this, you should have a concept. You should picture a concept in your head. Let me see if I can share the data for you to see. I've downloaded it. So please, someone should say something. What do you think if you have this data? Please, can you see the new data? I've opened Excel file. Please confirm for me. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the data. The countries are here. Or the full name of the countries, where is it? It's here. So Angola, Albania, United Arab Emirates, Argentina, so all the countries. It is an annual data. It is an annual data. So you can, and these are the values. The scores are here. The scores are here. So you can extract this data for a certain country, maybe for African countries. So this is a large volume data. Let me check the observation. Yes, over 858 observation. You can extract this data and write a paper on it. You can extract this data and write a paper on it. Someone should give me another idea of a study you can write this with. Any idea? Collins, do you have any idea? This is a paper. You can just write. You have this variable, artificial intelligence preparedness index. What can you add, or what relationship can you create for a campaign? Let's say Ghana. What relationship or what can you measure with?
Can we use maybe the employment or something like employment?
That's excellent. AI preparedness and employment or unemployment issue relationship.
Yeah,
How is the
yes.
adoption of AI going to affect or improve employment and unemployment? So you can see Collins, the unemployment or employment, you can get it from WDI. WDI have
Okay.
employment or unemployment rate. Unemployment. So you see we have unemployment here. So unemployment with, hope you can see the screen. We have unemployment with advanced education, unemployment with advanced education, female percentage. We have a lot of unemployment. So you can pick one, maybe AI adoption and female unemployment or gender employment, something. And then we have total, we have unemployment, youth percentage, unemployment, national estimate, youth female, total unemployment is here. We have female unemployment, intermediate education, basic education. So you can use AI preparedness and unemployment of female to see how the AI adoption rate in Ghana or the preparedness of AI adoption is going to help in unemployment reduction. So you download the unemployment from WDI, you download AI preparedness from the open data set, then maybe you can get your control variables and you are set. You have a full study. So not always that you should be looking for concept before you go and look for data. The data can give you a concept. Because if you have the concept already, you will struggle to get data to meet exactly your concept. But if you have the data and you are getting the concept out of the data, it's very easy. So now, that's okay. Someone was asking if we can use institutional quality. Yes, you can check AI adoption and the institutional quality. Institutional quality measures how a country's institutional structures, governance structures, political structures, terrorism, and all other institutional facilities operate, or the stability of those institutions. So you can check how AI adoption or AI preparedness will help or will influence institutional structures, and vice versa. You can also check how institutional quality will advance artificial intelligence adoption or preparedness. Or you can do both using reverse causality that we treated in last week. How this affect that and how the other ones also affect this. So that's a study that someone can do. So when you go, you can think about it. Collins, you can think about this. Is a good study. You can add a moderator to it, and then you are good to go. So what again? We have innovation and economic integration. We have digital economy and technology, and a lot. So apart from AI, what again? So let's see those who are into health. Okay, so health, we have health data, COFOG, maybe the health people will understand it better. The pillars, the health pillars, the fifth pillar, and then we have the health and hygiene. It is 2019 to 2024. It means it's a longitudinal data. Health, which is share of general government, universal health coverage, sustainable governance indicator, health. Fourth pillar, health, nutrition, and population statistics. This is from 1960 to 2023. This is a comprehensive data set. From 1960 to 2023, it's a very comprehensive data set that you can try it. Those who are into health. What again? The energy people.
Please, can I say something?
Please, you can.
Yeah, I would like to know how is the data collected? Does every country type in their data separately, or they come to collect the data from the countries? I don't know, because like every country data is there.
Yeah, so as we said, this data, that's why the database should be a trusted source for publication. If you are publishing a paper and you submit your paper and the publisher or the editor check the source of your data and he does not trust the data, they will reject the paper. So the moment you cite that the data was downloaded from World Bank, is reliable. And if you open each of the indicators or each of the data, they will explain how that data was collected. Mostly they take it from the statistical service of the country. See, World Bank, they have those finance sponsors or NGOs and the others that collect those data. But World Bank is trusted. It's a trusted database. You can read about the data from here. You see, if you can see my screen, the methodology and everything is there. So this is the methodology that they use to collect the data. You can see that there's a link here. You can open, let's open it and see. So KB, every data that you open, they will show you the process for collecting that data. And you shouldn't worry about that. Just that, as I said, if the data is by World Bank, it is trusted. But maybe if someone has published his data online and you go and use it, you will find it hard to defend it. Please, is your question answered? Okay.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So they all have the measures there. If you open any of them, you can see how it was collected. So we have those who are into energy. Energy, let me see. Energy, if we have data on energy. Okay, so we have sustainable energy, energy data, energy intensity level of primary, US energy information, sustainable energy, energy efficiency governance. So we have a lot of energy related data here. And you can open any of them or you can download any of them and explore what is inside and use it for your study. So you can see that this data, the source is from US Energy Information Administration. This one, the source is from Regulatory Indicators for Sustainable Energy. So each of the data have their source. Each of the data has their source. Okay. Please, are we okay with the World Bank open data? If you have any question, you can ask. Okay. So our next database that we are going to explore is FRED. FRED is also one of the popular databases. I've even used it for publication before. I think one of my recent papers, I used the data from FRED. It's the Federal Reserve Economic Data. Federal Reserve Economic Data. FRED. And those who are into economics, my economics people, you can use this database. It's very good. Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, the FRED database, is also functions similar to the World Bank open source data. You can come here and look for data for your study. So browse data by, let's see if we can get, so those who are into finance, we have the money, banking and finance. Population, employment, this is a category. National account, production and business, prices, international data, US regional data, academic data. So let's explore the academic data and see what is inside. So we have banking and monetary statistics. I've used this variable before, economic policy uncertainty. I've used it before. It's a very good data. Anyone you can explore it, can exploit it. It's a very good indicator for economic stability or political stability. Uncertainty index. Anyone can explore it. It's a very good. So let's try banking and monetary statistics. If you don't understand anything, you can let me know. General statistics of all banks. No, we are not looking for banks in the United States. Maybe those who are in the US can do that. for us. We need normal data. So number of banks in the United States, total loans in. So if you want to explore United States data, you can come here. We are not doing United States right now. So let's do we are doing general data. So natural rate of unemployment, population, labor market condition. Right now, seeing this data, I have like 5 research concepts in my head. So we have population level 55 years and over. So if you want to write a study on old age, if you want to okay, so you can, if you want to write a study on old age or retirement or something, you can explore population level 55 years and over. If you want to write on youth, which is from 25 to 54 years, you can explore this. If you want to write a study on Hispanic or Latino women, so all different categories of the population, you can explore it. Asian men, Vietnamese, for all different form of the population, you can explore it from here. And what again? Okay, let's explore the financial indicators. These are all the data sets. These are all data sets. Please give me a minute. Okay, please. Also, we have Visa spending. Those who are into finance, you can explore these options too. You can select any, let's say, mortgage, interest rate, interest, credit, risk transfer. Let's try mortgage. And as I said from the beginning, this kind of data is a bit difficult to get for developing countries. Let's say you want to do mortgage for Ghana. You know that Ghana does not have a reliable information when it comes to mortgages. So if you want to write a study, maybe bank loans or others, make sure that the data that you want to use for that study is available. So when it comes to these studies, it's better you focus on the developed countries. It's better you focus on developed countries so that you can get the data for it. So the finance people, you can explore this. Bond market, stock market indexes, consumer price index. So let's say bond return index values. Yes. So these are all data, but I think this will be for the developed countries like the United States, Europe, and others. If Africa, then maybe South Africa or others. So those who are into finance, you can use Fred. Fred is very good indicator. And as I said, I've used it before. I've used it for publication before. What again? What again can we check? Consumer price index is more of inflation. Trade, healthcare indexes, employment cost indexes, cryptocurrency, commodity, transportation. Okay, let's explore transportation. So you have vehicle mass traveled, cars freight index, truck tonnage index. These are all studies. So these are all publication studies, and this is where you get a robust concepts from, a publishable concepts from. because you can see that combining those who are into supply chain, yes, supply chain, you can explore this one. Vehicle miles, truck tonnage index, freight transportation indexes, rail freight car loads, rail freight intermodal traffic, natural gas consumption, air revenue passengers, cars freight index expenditures. These are all database on transportation, the supply chain, and then the geography people. You can explore freight from here. So air travel, passenger travel, transportation indexes, revenue, domestic, air travel, mass, and all others are here. Let's look at the last one, then we move to a different database. Okay, let's look at education. So education too, we have people 25 years and over who have completed bachelor's. So you can see that they said United States. So if you are writing for the United States, then it's there. New York County. So you see that the most of the data is related to the United States. As I said, this kind of high-level data is mostly available for developed countries. So if you are writing such works, try to focus more on the developed economies so that you can get available data. Okay, so any question on Fred? Any question? So you can search the data that you want also from the search bar at the top. Let's say I want artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence index. So we have the Nasdaq City Artificial Intelligence Index. So if you are writing a study, you can download this chart. And insert it into your work. And then cite Fred for it. That's what we normally do. You can go and get the chart like this and put it inside your work and cite it. It's acceptable. So that it makes your work look nice and reliable. Instead of you creating it yourself, you can download it from here. So the image here, you can download the image and then insert it into your work. Okay. If there's no question, let's explore GEM. So we have the GEM database, Global Entrepreneurship Monitor. So those who are into entrepreneurship, businesses, individual finances, and Global Entrepreneurship Monitor. Is also a good database for publication. Global Entrepreneurship Monitor. So this is the website. The data is here. If you look at the top, you see that there's a data here. Okay, so we have the entrepreneur behavior and attitudes and the entrepreneur framework conditions. So you can use any of it that you think best suits what you want to write. So maybe I want to access full data sets. So the recent one they created is in 2021, which was released in 2022 March. So that's the recent one. It's a huge data. But it comes in zip file format. I think I've used one before. So we have the 2025 data. Okay, they have released the December 2025 on. Wow. Yes, they have released the global individual level December 2025. The updated version of the 2021 version was released in. So you can just click here and download it. Let me open it and share the new screen for you to see how it looks like. This data is very comprehensive. It's very comprehensive. It's very comprehensive. You can try it. And it's also a survey level data. A survey, so it's like individual level. So you can combine the years that they have downloaded. You can combine the years and to create a longitudinal data. So they have the 2019. My SPSS is now opening. It is opening with SPSS. And now my computer might even freeze. Okay, so we have 1999, all the years till 2021. So if you have time, you can combine them. You can download each of them and combine them to create a longitudinal study. If you don't have time to, you can use 1 year, which is 2021, because it's a survey data, so it's like people fill the questionnaire. Okay, so the data has opened. Is very comprehensive data. Let me see if I can share it with you. I can open it for you to see. Please, can you see the screen for the SPSS? If someone should confirm for me, can you see it?
Yes, please.
Okay, sure. So this is the data I just downloaded from. Okay, thank you. So you see, let's check the labels. I think I've written a study from here before, on female entrepreneurial capabilities. So this is a primary data. You can see it from, it's a huge data. You can write like 20 studies from this database. It's a huge data. It's a huge data. So you can see that it has opened. All these are indicators. All these are indicators. All these are indicators. So it have 500 indicators. 500 indicators. So you check the questions that they ask. So you see they have a question here. What is your gender? So this question states the gender of the respondent. What is your current age? Would you be willing to indicate the range that best describes your age? Maybe some people don't want to state their exact age, so they use the range. How many members make up your permanent household? So they want to check the number of people in their household. So if you are writing a study, maybe family size and what? Someone should give me an idea. Let's write a paper here. Maybe if you have a family size. Okay, let's look through it. Maybe we can get an idea. In your country, is it easy to start a business? You would not start a business. Okay, these indicators, I've used it before. Okay, so every decision you make is part of your long-term career plan. Because we are developing a concept, you can observe the process, and maybe at the end you can go and download the data and get a concept from it. So you can see this question. Every decision you make is part of your long-term plan. So this question is exploring the motives or the form or the kind of decision the person make. It is asking the person, so that every decision you make involve or is part of your long-term objective or not. And you have also asked the person the number of people in his or her household. So maybe the household or the family contains maybe 10 people. So you can check whether the household size affects decision making. So if the person is having a large family size, does it affect the person's decision making process? Who can tap into the spirit? Who gets this concept I just made? Who to explore it? This is a good study, or you don't know. So the question asks the person his household size, and the same survey asks the person every decision you make is part of your long-term career plan. Yes or no, or something, whether scale or what. So you can check whether the person's household size influences the decision making of the person or of people. So maybe the relationship between household size or family size and decision making. Then you get 4 control variables and you are good to go. And okay, let's look for another study from the data. Hey, I think our time is even up. So we will end very soon. Then maybe we can continue some other time. I think I wrote a study on this on success, business success. Yes, I think there was a study we did from this on business success. Factors that influence business success. Let me see if I can get it. There was a business success indicator somewhere. Okay. Where is this thing? Okay, so there is a question on business owner. Business owner of running business. Business owner. And then we have the discontinued business in the past month, but business continued. Discontinued business in the past 12 months include business that were continuing. So these indicators measure the person's entrepreneurial capabilities. Has the person owned a business before? Has the person started a business and it was crashed, or he discontinued the business, or the person still have a business operating? And we have background indicators there. Here we have background indicators from this place. So household size, age, weight of the person, educational attainment. You have educational attainment here. We have how many people do you personally know. So if you know someone, that's a network. This is what our study was on, networking, business network. So how many people do you know? Do you personally know who have started a business or become self-employed? So if the person take that, maybe I have 10 people who have started business, it means the person have connections or network to people who have businesses. So that indicator measures the person's network in the business field. So you can check networking capabilities and successful business. So you check whether the person owns a business or not. And also the kind of networks the persons have. You can check the relationship between the two, whether networking affects business success. So if you know more people who are into the entrepreneurial space, does it influence how you'll be successful in entrepreneurship or not? If you want to start your own business, does having friends who are already, or having network who are already into the entrepreneurship will influence how you'll be successful in the entrepreneurship. You can check that one too. We have opportunities. In the next 6 months, there will be good opportunities for starting a business in the area you live. Fear fail. Yes, fear fail too. I've used it before. I mentioned I've used it before so that you will know that these things are reliable. So you will not start a business for the fear it might fail. If someone have a fear that if he start business it will fail, would that affect the person's success in entrepreneurship? You can check. That's why there's a data there. We have opportunities, networking, creativity. There's a creativity here. How does creativity influence business success? We have vision. Does vision affect business success or not? These are all indicators that you can explore. You can go to the database and download it and get a concept from it. I will share a study written from this database. Yes, I will share that study into the group so that it can guide you to structure a concept from this. Yes, I think this database will be very good because that's why you have all the indicators here, so you don't need to go and download different data from somewhere to come and combine. You just extract all the variables you need from this, then you can write a paper on it. So if I forget, someone should remind me in the group. I will share a study from GEM. Any question? I think our time is up for today. Any question? Any question on the databases we have treated?
Hello, can I speak now? Can I talk?
Yes, please, you can talk.
Okay, thank you very much for your time and presentation. My name is Abubakar Muhammad Dakbanchi. Though this is my first time joining you through my friend Samuel.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. I just want to ask, the website that you shared are very, very rich and they are helpful because surprisingly, I'm just getting to know some of them for the first time, honestly. But I just want to ask, is there any familiar website like this database that is popular with environment and maybe climate change specifically?
Yes.
That
Environment. Maybe... I think WDI, you can use WDI, the World Bank open data, the open data source that we check to. You can have climate related data there. And I think the FRED too. Yes, the FRED too also have, let me check. FRED also have data. And we have the IRENA. We couldn't treat IRENA. So maybe in our next week's session, we will also add some of the databases. I think FRED have a climate-related database data set. Yes. Let me share the screen for you to see. We couldn't explore all areas, but FRED, World Bank Open Data have climate-related data. And I think IRENA also have that. We will do IRENA in our next week's session. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And maybe other databases that we couldn't treat today. So if you can see from the interface, this is FRED. We have the Future Business Climate, NASDAQ Global Climate Technology Index, Global Business Climate, a lot of climate-related environment and others in FRED. Climate control and a large volume of data is there. You can also explore the World Bank open data, which is climate or environment. You can have it there. Yes. So country climate and development report, agenda climate and development, agenda for country climate, Ethiopia firm and climate dashboards, a lot of climate related, and then environment too is there. But we will treat more databases next week. You can also explore IRENA database, but we will treat others. We treat the Eurostat. Eurostat also have a lot of environmental related data, so you can also explore it. Google Dataset too is there. Kaggle is there, and then it may be, yes, the European Union Open Data also have environment related data, and then maybe Zenodo too have a database like that, but we will treat more next week. Just go to the databases, search the kind of data you want, explore the options. You will get it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mostly, if you are looking for a particular website focusing on a specific area, mostly those databases, you will have to pay for it. Like Bloomberg, Statista, those databases that focus comprehensively on a particular area, you will have to pay for this. Bloomberg itself is very expensive. They have more environmental related data, ESG, SDG, and those stuff, but it's expensive. So you can combine these free public databases, and then you'll be good. You'll be good. Any other question before we end today's session? Any question? Any question?
Sorry, mine is not a question, maybe probably a request. I just, as I said earlier, this is my first time joining. I just want to request if I can also be added to the group. Yes.
Sure. So take my contact from Samuel and then text me, or let Samuel send me your number, and then I will add you to the group.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, so if there's no question, tomorrow we will continue the Smart PLS session. I think we couldn't finish the full session last week, so we will continue the Smart PLS session tomorrow. And next week we will finalize on the data downloads, and maybe if we get time, we will treat the data cleaning, getting your data ready for analysis. So next week, we said Saturdays are for these tutorials, practical theory sections, and then the Sundays are for practical data analysis. So tomorrow we continue the Smart PLS session for primary data analysis. Then the following week, Saturday, we will continue this session, which is data exploration. Last week's session has been posted on the YouTube platform. So the link is on the page. Is this thing still recording?